So the first thing I'm going to show you is something I would use a lot is an opener. So get ready for this. This is really fun. Normally what I like to do is when I perform, I like to have people sign cards. People ask, why do you do that, though, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why I have cards signed is because I like to remember the people I perform for. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm going to have you do that right now. I'm going to go, oh crap. That means don't pick the Joker, I guess. I totally wasn't ready, sorry. All right, well, go ahead, just pick one. Doesn't matter.
This?
Okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Have a look at it and sign it for me. And I can see it if you want. It's
All
up
right.
to you. It's not that kind of trick. So have a look at it. Okay. And just put it back face down on the pack. Right there. And it goes just like so. All right, I'll give the deck one more cut as well. All right. So actually, you know what? Before I go forward, I should fix my problem from the beginning. Sorry. Let me get rid of that guy. And I'm going to give you the rest of the cards. So you take those. I'm going to take this and get rid of it so it doesn't pop back up again. All right, cool. And what I want you to do is imagine your card turning over in the deck. I want you to actually do it once. Turn the deck face up. Now you know what it feels like to turn something over, right? Now what I want you to do is, without actually turning the deck over, I want you to imagine that your card is the only card in the deck that's actually turning over.
Okay.
And tell me when you've done that.
Got it.
All right, so what I want you to do, and get a tight shot of this, I want you to spread it to the deck, and if you were able to make one card turn over, it would look like, hopefully, a little bit like that.
Come on.
And
really?
You know, wait, that's the Joker. Let me just show you my hands are empty. Totally empty here, right? Okay, I'm gonna reach into my pocket, and believe it or not, I have one card in my pocket. That's actually your card.
Come on.
There we go.
What?
Right. Cool.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
What do you call this?
CTP.
CTP.
Card.
Turned.
Card 2.
To pocket.
Card to put.
I wasn't really good at it.
All right. So that's
awesome.
A fun little opener.
I like that.
G'day champion, how are you? Welcome back to Murphy's Magic Saturday Sorcery. My name of course is Beau Creamer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a great Saturday doing whatever you're doing, because boy oh boy do we have an episode for you today. Luke Dancy is back at Murphy's Magic with an awesome effect. Now you've just seen him perform CTP. Now you're not going to learn that today, that's from his At the Table lecture. If you want to learn that bad boy, get it from this At the Table lecture that you see on screen right now. Now before we get into this episode's tutorial, I do want to tell you about this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Card to Impossible location bundle, all you need to do, stick around till later on in the episode and I'll show you how to enter that giveaway. Now onto this episode's effect, you're going to learn Stuck on Daily by Luke Dancy. So you're going to see a performance and then straight into the explanation. So Luke, my friend, over to you.
This is one of my favorite effects to do, and I don't say that lightly. Like, a lot of magicians say, oh yeah, this is like my thing. This is my baby. This is the thing that I adore this trick. I really, really, really like this trick. And then also, after this trick, I have another way to do this. And then I'm going to show you some controls.
Okay.
I've got some really fun controls I'm excited to share you guys. One of them I've never, ever, ever tipped, and another one I have, but I'm going to give you some extra work.
Awesome.
Some fun stuff. So hang tight if you want to see some moves. This one's fun. This is a personal one. So this will give you an idea of how I also perform a little bit. So I'm going to kind of use the same pattern that I would when I actually perform.
Okay.
So again, people always ask me why I have cards signed. I genuinely do have a pile of cards because I can look at each card and I can remember the person and I can remember the situation, the time, because where we are right now, you know, we've got Matt behind the camera, we got George back there, we got you sitting here. This is never going to happen again like this. It might happen, but you won't be wearing that and I won't, you know what I mean? We'll all be different somehow, maybe a year older or whatever. This moment is now, which is why my watch, if you zoom in here, says now. This is the only time that matters to me. And I genuinely believe this and live my life like this. And so I love to celebrate moments. I do. And that's what we're going to have right now. We're going to have a moment. All right?
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Be fun. It's going to be
okay.
Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this. I'm going to get something from you, and then I'll give you something after that. Okay. What I want from you is I want a card. I want it signed. And you can either put the date on there or write something that means something to you.
Okay.
Do you want to name a card or you want to just pull one out? That's okay.
6 of spades.
Is there a meaning behind that? I'm just curious.
Just
okay.
When I was young, I got a 6 of spades tattoo.
All right.
If anybody asks me to name a card, I'm gonna name the 6 of spades.
Got it. So let's get a shot of him signing the 6 of spades. Let's see what he decides to write here.
Okay. Let's do the date. We'll do the date.
All right, cool.
And there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this back from you. Can you pick it
Oh
up?
yeah, there we go.
These tables, I swear. Well, man, it's hard to get. So this is a moment again that's never going to happen again. So I think what we should do is just take a second and appreciate this, appreciate life and what's going on. All right, so let's do it. All right. You know. All right, cool. So this is going to be for me. So I'm going to keep this and treasure it. So put that away. Now I told you I'm going to give you something as well, and I will. It's kind of a trick, but it's not. It's advice. And I'm going to give you some advice using what I know best, a deck of cards.
Okay.
All right. So this advice comes from my great-grandfather, and this is a true story. When I was 13, I've been around magic since I was 8. When I was 13, I found out my great-grandfather was a magician in Michigan. So this stuff kind of runs in my blood. Yeah. And then my other grandfather, just the grandfather, not the great-grandfather, he told me this story, which is something I'm going to share with you guys. It's funny, but it's true. And it's about women. So you boys should sit up and listen. And that's why I use the queens, because I don't think there's a better way to, show off advice about women than with the queens. So this is advice that we should all guys should definitely pay attention to. And that is the way to a woman's heart. The way to a woman's heart. It's something that's been shared with me, and I'm now going to share the secret to show you how to get to a woman's heart. Now, the reality is, it's pretty easy, but it's pretty damn expensive. You got to buy lots and lots of diamonds. If you can do that, you'll be set. But my grandfather told me, Luke, this is advice you should always keep close to your heart. All right? Because if you don't, I'll come back down here, you might end up getting spayed, or worse yet, clubbed over the head, and nobody wants that.
That's awesome.
All right. So that's the advice. But now it's time to show you the magic, because I know you wanted to see a trick too. So I'm going to show you something. So here we go. We got the queens here. All right. This time though, we're just going to use one queen. No confusion. All right. So hold out your hand for me. We're going to use the queen o' clubs. All right. And I'm going to give that to you. Now the idea is to get that card to go from here to here. You ready? Did you see it? Did you feel it?
No.
Did you feel it now?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because here we go. Queen of clubs, along with the queen of diamonds and the queen of spades, which of course leaves us with your card.
What?
Your card. Show the camera. Yeah, your card. The 6 of spades came out of nowhere. And I'll show you again. There's nothing in my hands. Nothing in the hands. It's because the card that I did tell you I was going to keep, I really will. Except I want that one. The one I'm going to keep, though, is kind of the queen of hearts.
So good.
And there you go. I'll keep this now. There you go.
Love that.
Cool. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Have you seen last week's free tutorial yet? Make sure you do. Card on screen right now, or the link is in the description. Make sure you check it out. It's an absolute feast for the eyes, and it's completely free. Go treat yourself. Now, I'm so sorry, Luke. I need to interrupt for just a second for the mid-episode giveaway. But before we get into this week's giveaway, we need to find out 2 winners, one from last week and the one from the week before. Because of that mix-up on spelling, anyway, we're going to draw out 2 winners. So, drum roll, please. Feel like Alex Boyer, but not as handsome. Now, congratulations, my friends. You're the winner of last week's episode and the week's before episode. So if you could DM me on any of Murphy's socials, and I'll get those prizes out to you quicker than you can say, "Ooh, Alex Boyer has handsome hair." It's true. Now onto this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Card to Impossible Location Bundle, all you need to do is comment below what 4 cards you would have. Would you use the queens as well? Or would you use the kings, the 4s, the 7s? What would you use? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll choose someone out at random and you'll be announced in the next episode. Unless I can't spell something properly again. So good luck. Alright, champion, ready to check out more videos just like this one? Make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we drop new videos every single day. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe, because why not? Save yourself coming back later.
So I call this routine Stuck on Daily. And again, I love this routine because I actually do it, and because I actually do keep these cards. There's a lot to be said for when we perform. There's always something to learn. There's always a memory there. There's always something. And it's true. You do get a lot of people asking you, why do you want me to sign a card? This has kind of evolved from that. 'Cause I used to be a professional performer, and I needed a good reason, and rightfully so. And so I've come up with this whole persona of who I am, and it's really how I live my life, but it makes a lot of sense.
It's great. And it's a great story, too.
So there you go. So I've got a couple different ways to do this. We'll start off with the one I just did, and then I'll give you the version you can do with any deck.
Okay.
Because this does use an extra card and some of my friend. So to do this, I use a duplicate Queen of Hearts. Of course, matching back does help. So grab your dupe. Again, I've got the double-sided tape. You can see it really good this time on the NOCs here. These are the beautiful Murphy's signature NOCs right in the middle. And your duplicate card goes on the back. That's your setup. That's it. We'll use this card to do the instructional part here. So that card needs to be on top of the deck, your double card. Now, if you're worried about getting gimmicks and stuff like that into play, I've got a couple different ideas for you guys real quick, because I know earlier I mentioned I would say some stuff. Number one is if you want to keep this card out of the way until this routine, here's a very easy way to do it. You can use your box, and you can keep the card in the box. Right there on top. And the cool thing is with this box, it keeps it near the top. So what's really cool is you can do some other card routines, do some stuff. And then when you want to do this trick, maybe go and do a trick with money or something, put this into the box, but put that card on top. And just add it right to the top of the deck. Square it up, put it down, don't think anything of it. Oh, you guys want to see one more? This is something I would probably do closer to an ending of a routine anyway. Okay, I'll show you one more. Pick up the box, and now you're ready to go. That's my double right there, stuck together. So that's one way to do it. The other nice thing is with some of the older boxes, this won't work with this deck, of course, but I do have some bicycle cards here. You could actually hide out cards on top of the box. So it camouflages it.
Yeah.
So now when you're doing a routine, that's hiding there. You can literally just put this on the box for a second, pick up the box, pick up the cards from the box, and now that card's added to the bottom of the deck. So
right.
A couple of different ways to use that. Of course, the other way to do it, use your jacket, use a pocket, keep the things behind. Again, instead of putting it in a box or on top, you can just put it in your pocket. And when you pull it out, you've got your gimmicks in play wherever you want it. So these things can be used to either get things in or out of play, if you think about it. So a couple of different ideas when it comes to gimmicks. Sometimes people get scared, they get intimidated, I guess is a better word. Oh man, what if that gets in the way? What if someone sees it? Well, just have it ready when you need it.
Right.
And
the spectator doesn't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. Well said. Very well said. Yeah. That's one thing too. A lot of people ask, what happens if you mess up a trick? What do you do? Well, the reality is, based on what he just said, no one ever knows what the ending is supposed to be, except for us. So if something does kind of go wrong, just keep going, but find another way around to the ending. They don't know what the ending is supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's my favorite thing to do is when if people try to mess me up, or if I mess up somehow, I just do something different.
Exactly.
And then I'll come back to that.
Exactly.
Yep.
So. Yeah, you're the only one, again, that knows what's supposed to happen. So if something's not going right, just keep going. And the more that you know, the more that you read, the more that you learn, the more options that are available to you, right? So, All right, so let's now learn this trick. So again, your double here stuck together, your duplicate goes on the back of the card with the tape. And the rest of the queens are in the deck, wherever. They don't need to be messed with. It's just this card needs to be on top. Because when someone takes the card out or names the card and they're signing it, what you're doing, and secretly at that time, you're going to unstick the top card and turn it over. And you kind of keep your hand tilted back. I call that cheating, kind of cheating back a little bit. And so now, and it was great with the table because I kind of used the excuse of, oh, I can't get the card, can you? Then I took the card and put it on top of the deck because I kind of did that to the table. Yeah, that was all planned.
Good.
And so, what happens is basically whether you do that or not, when you take the card, add it to the deck towards you, and then you can come down and you can show the card again. And again, the reason that I like the presentation that I use is because I do stop and say, let's enjoy this moment. Let's really think about this and absorb it. That really does give me a reason to put the card here and just leave it here.
Right.
Because otherwise, wouldn't I just take their card and go, all right, I'm going to put this in my pocket?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like highlighting this card and everything. So, just think about that stuff with your presentation too, guys, that like sometimes if you want to justify something, words can do a lot.
Right.
You know? So anyway, this card gets turned over. Now this is a double, so you turn it over, and you're going to take the top card, which is actually the queen, and put it in your pocket. We'll just pretend like right now, this is my pocket. All right. Make sure the deck is square because you're going to squeeze, because you've now attached their signed card to the back of the other queen right here. It's right there. All right. And the other thing too, if you guys are wondering, I want to say this too, just to make sure that everyone knows, because this is on a weird open back, the tape is, make sure that if you turn the double over, you kind of cheat back again so they don't see the back, or try to keep your thumb over it. It's my little tip. So anyway, the top card, their card, they believe to be, it goes into your pocket. Square up the deck and squeeze. And I usually just shuffle the deck at this point, going, you know what, you gave me something, I told you I would give you something too. It's probably not what you expect. It's just some friendly advice. And I'm gonna use what I know best, the cards. So now it gives you a reason to go through the deck and grab the queens. So just grab the 4 queens. And the nice thing is, because their card is stuck to the queen of clubs, you can be very free and open. There's nothing, everything looks like it should.
Right.
I now do Daly's last trick, which is my handling again, I think I taught earlier. So what we're gonna do is to show the sequence here. We're gonna place the cards like this. We got the diamond, then the heart, and the 2 black queens here. What you're gonna do is you're going to buckle the bottom card, and then you're gonna pull back the top card as you peel out everything in the middle. We did this earlier, and this will allow you to show the queen of hearts, the weight of woman's heart. All right, deal this back over, down. You're now going to take the packet and peel off the top card and turn over everything from the bottom. So peel those out and turn them over, showing the diamond. The weight of woman's heart is very simple. It's very expensive. You got to buy lots of these guys. Turn that over, deal on top of the other one, and say, now this is advice you should always keep close to your heart. And that's why I bring the card up to my heart, and I show the heart and the diamond. And then I like the little play on words here, because if you don't, you could end up getting clubbed over the head, or worse yet, spade, and nobody wants that. Of course, follow suit the words, spade or club. So that's the first phase. That's the advice / magic. You go, you know what? I'm actually now going to show you the magic. So that's what I owe you. As a magician, I owe you some magic. So what you need to do is you need to get your duplicate card on the bottom, and the card that is stuck together, the double card, on the very top. The reason being is because in just a moment, you're about to get their card into play while you make this card disappear. And this is how you do it. So you're gonna turn the packet over, turn the top card over, which is actually 2 cards stuck together, show it, queen of clubs, turn that back over and unstick the top card, like we did before, cover your thumb, and deal this card into their hand and say, all right, queen of clubs. You turn the double over. Queen of clubs. I'm gonna try to make that card go from here to here. What you're doing is you're taking the top card with the tape, and you're going to transfer it to the bottom of the packet. You're going to square up and squeeze, because you've now gotten rid of the queen of hearts, as you turn over the packet and go, there's the queen of clubs again, along with queen of spades and the queen of diamonds. Of course, now they fill in the blanks. They think it's the queen of hearts, because why wouldn't it be? Have them turn it over. It's actually their signed card. You reach into your pocket, which is actually here, and you show the missing queen in your pocket. And there you go.
Yes. And you get a card that they signed.
There we go. Yeah.
So good.
Little souvenir. So that's the routine, the cleanest way possible.
Now, thank you so much, Luke, you absolute legend. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more of Luke's work, link in the description below right now to his socials and a plethora of his releases. Or if you can, go show your support to Luke at his magic shop, All Things Magic. There will be a link in the description below to that as well. Now, if you want to see more of this at the table lecture, including CTP, which you saw at the beginning of the episode, including its explanation and an ungimmicked version of that effect, and also the ungimmicked version of Stuck on Daily, check out the link in the description below where you can get this at the table lecture. Also included in this at the table lecture is Luke's background, an effect called 4 Piles, and its explanation, and also the performance and explanation of Sandwich Way Did They Go, Luke's creative process, an effect called Compressed Deck, and the Forbidden 4 of a Kind version, the rhythm count, his double lift, the key to getting better, the Painter's Nightmare, on the DL, under control, oversight control, and finishing everything up with Luke's advice. If you want to see more on this at the table lecture, I highly recommend you do. It's so informative, so much good magic. There'll be a link in the description below to a magic shop, or you can get it worldwide at your favorite magic shop for just $9.95. Now, my friend, I will let you get back to your Saturday. Enjoy your day doing whatever you're doing, whether you're staying cozy and warm inside because it's raining and cold outside, or whether you're out enjoying that beautiful sunshine. I will see you on Tuesday for a special episode of Stumped, on Wednesday for What's New This Week, on our Discord for our weekly jams, trivia, games, hangouts, and even more, or I'll see you next Saturday for another Saturday Sorcery. Now take care, my friend. See you later. Bye for now. Whoa, hey, whoa, what's that? Oh, you should definitely check out that. Oh, there's so much good magic in there. You won't regret it. Hey, whoa, hey, look at this bad boy. You should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, then watch that. Oh, it's a good day to treat yourself.